And here I thought I was going to be done with manga reactions for today, but we have Dragon Ball Super as well. So, it's a good thing I caught this before I was preparing myself to be ready for my One Piece Odyssey playthrough at 12. Let's go ahead and get the formalities out of the way, shall we? Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, back with yet another manga reaction, and today we're going to be checking out Dragon Ball Super, Chapter 89. To think that when I caught up with this series, we'd still be in the double digits of the series. We haven't even reached 90 yet. So much has transpired, and we've only come across we're only on the precipice of 90 chapters of Dragon Ball Super. To give you an update and a recollection about what stories we've been through, we've seen the return of Frieza, we've seen the Tournament of Power, we see this powerful magical being who also at the end had the power of angels and threatened to destroy the Earth in the form of Moro, and we've had Granola, the last surviving member of a destroyed race under, seeking revenge against the Saiyans and Frieza for what happened to his people. And now we cut to many years in the future where we have a much older Goten and a much older Trunks, present-day Trunks, not future Trunks, but an older present-day Trunks who are attending high school, and the events of them trying to be superheroes with, their Saiyan abilities and, fighting crime and whatnot. So, last we left off with Trunks and Goten, they were investigating this supposedly haunted place, which Trunks is scared of, and it turns out that someone has been secretly taking some of the robots from Capsule Corp, reprogramming them, and using them for their own deeds. Then we also come across reanimated bodies that are also overseeing these robots' construction and, reprogramming and whatnot, and both Goten and Trunks come in and they save their fellow classmates from being, caught by these supposedly zombies or Frankenstein-like monsters, and we find out that it's because it has something to do with Dr. Giroux's research. And we have this one dude coming in, wondering what happened, and the fact that the disc that was inside the safe was taken by Goten. We have all that going on. So now we get to see what happens with Goten and company in the newest chapter that dropped today, Chapter 98, Arrival Appears. A few days later, after the events on Mount Butterfly. And then we have Trunks, who's in his room on his computer. Crap, nothing works. The disk got too much security on it for me to see anything. Oh, I know. Maybe my mom's computer can crack it open. And it cuts to Trunks leaving his room, trying to make his way into his mom's room and trying to find stuff out on there. Sweet, I'm in. The heck is this? And we see a creature on the screen, that looks strangely a lot like Cell. Blueprints for some freaky creature? And then beeping starts to happen, and it cuts to, a whole bunch of beeping starts to happen on the screen, and it turns out that Trunks has pretty much uploaded a virus onto his mom's computer. Ah, darn it, a computer virus. And then he shoots out the disk and he grabs it and goes, now I've done it. They must have loaded this thing with a virus to protect the data. Ahem, Trunks, don't tell me you're messing with my laptop. Me? No, I'm just, Did you go and break it again? And we cut to Bulla, who's much older, and walks past Bulma. Unbelievable. You inherited plenty of your father's talents, but not a single one of mine. Sorry, Mom. And then Bulla walks up, and then she starts tapping on the keyboard, and all the viruses are gone. All fixed. What? Meanwhile, it's clear that Bra takes after me. Oh, sorry. They call her Bulla in the English dub. Her name is Bra. Meanwhile, it's clear that Bra takes after me. In any case, you've got a special job starting today. You're heading to school together, so don't be late. Oh, it's Mai going to school with Trunks. Let's go. Yeah. Bulma realized that it might seem unnatural and spark rumors if Mai, who appears to be Trunks' age, never attended school. So she enrolled Mai at Trunks High School, And it cuts to the guys who are just staring Mai down. And then it cuts to the professor. Meet our newest transfer student. Introduce yourself, young lady.
I'm Mai. Nice to meet you all.
Oh, wow, she seems so mature and cute, too.
Trunks, be sure to catch her up to speed.
Yes, sir.
Hey, is it true that you live at Capsule Corps?
As an employee, yes.
So the company houses you and you're working while going to school too? Dang.
Tell us, Mai, do you have a boyfriend?
And then it cuts to Trunks, who butts in going,
Quit it, Scally. Obviously she doesn't. We actually have a second transfer student today.
I'm Beta. Nice to meet you. And it's this high sedity looking dude with a perfect blazer, and his hair is curled off to the side. He immediately gives me, I'm going to be the antagonist for this entire arc for you, Trunks vibes. He gives me those vibes. I'm Beta. Nice to meet you.
A hot dude, too? Nice.
Now who will?
Me, I'll help him out.
Thank you for volunteering, Rula.
And then it cuts to Rula, who's talking to Beta. And Mai, who's glaring in the direction of Beta. And mind you, his name is spelled B-A-Y-T-A-H, not B-E-T-A, like the regular way we spell Beta. And then it shows Trunks, who's out in the yard playing basketball.
Gym class is next. It's out in the yard.
And it cuts to, this is either Trunks saying this or some other student who's saying, gym class is next, it's out in the yard. And it cuts to Trunks, who's just mopping the floor with everyone in basketball. What's with you today, man? You're on fire.
Let's just say I usually hold back.
And then it cuts to people who are cheering. And it cuts to girls who are cheering on Trunks.
Nice one, you're the best, Trunks.
And then Mai is just indifferent, and then she notices and sees something as Trunks looks back, and Beta comes in and swipes away the basketball from him, with Beta giving him that classic high sedity smug smirk on his face. And as Beta's making his way towards the goal, Trunks gets upset.
Darn it! I'll show him!
And he uses his superior speed, like his Saiyan speed. The Saiyan side of him, not the human side of him, the Saiyan side speed to appear directly in front of Beta, which kind of shocks Beta. And Rula goes,
How'd Trunks get over there? How'd Trunks get way over there?
And then, even though Trunks is in front of him, Beta still sidesteps him with enough room to lay up the ball and get the goal, causing Trunks to kind of fall off to the side. And then Trunks is just looking completely awestruck that even despite his speed, Beta was able to still get around him. And then Beta's just standing there glaring back at him.
Wow!
As all the girls just look at Beta. And Trunks,
you jerk.
Hey, get your head in the game, Trunks! And then it cuts to the girls going,
Beta's kind of awesome, yeah?
And then it cuts to Beta as it zooms in more and more to his eyes, as his eyes turn out to be not normal. His eyes are mechanical, one would say. The type you would see inside of a cyborg or an android, maybe. Because then it cuts to a warehouse over on the docks.
Hey, did you see that blue-haired boy just now? He moved at a crazy speed.
Really? You think so?
Well, is that him? Was he the thief who took you down and stole the disc?
I don't know about that. That guy was blonde.
Anyone else have a better memory?
And all the zombies and mummies that are under this, it's the same scientist guy. It's the same scientist guy that showed up after Goten and Trunks mopped the floor with all the monsters inside the factory.
Anyone else have a better memory?
And all the Frankenstein monsters are just pondering their head trying to remember.
Ugh.
We're kind of forgetful on account of our rotten brains, you know? Really sorry, Dr. Headcase.
Not Headcase. My name is Hedo.
Funny name.
I guess that's what I get for cutting costs when making all of you. If only I'd installed a security camera in this factory. In the factory. In any case, our only clue is that the culprit has superpowers capable of bringing down androids. And he very well likely attends that school. Hunt him down for me! Beta number 1!
Beta is an android. His name's not Beta just to be different. He actually is Beta, but they spell his name different to make him seem normal. Roger that, Dr. Hedo. And then he's peeking over at Rula, who's just kind of glancing over him at a little bit. And then it cuts to Mai, who's trying to concentrate, and Trunks is going,
Psst, hey, Mai! Earlier, when that dude beat me, it was obviously a total fluke. I'll show you even better moves on the court next time. You just watch.
Shh! Could you keep it down, Trunks?
What's wrong, Mai? Don't tell me you got a crush on that smug new guy.
Don't be ridiculous. I thought something seemed off about him. Take a closer look. He's not human.
And then Trunks goes, what? And he looks over, and he sees the back of Beta's neck, and he sees that there's a stitching that goes down the base of Beta's spine. That an abnormal stitching that goes down his spine.
A ghoulie!
No, I'm thinking he's more like an android. A different type than 18, though.
Huh. Come to think of it, I don't feel any key coming from that guy. Is he another one of those zombies here to get revenge for what I did?
Seems like he's looking for someone else.
Luckily, none of those jerks saw me without my mask. All the more reason I can't let anyone find out I'm Saiyaman X1.
Then it cuts to Dr. Hedo, who's watching Mai and Trunks using Beta.
The blue-haired one is awfully suspicious. Beta number 1, do what it takes to find out if he has superpowers.
Roger. And Beta's walking behind them, and he has a football in his hand, and he immediately chucks it like spirals. Spirals it at Trunks. Trunks notices and then pretends to tie his shoelaces.
Hang on, my shoe's untied.
And the football sails over Trunks' head, rebounds off a wall, and rebounds off the one wall, then hits another wall, then hits a locker. And then as he gets up, the football then hits him in the head. There. Ow! And then the football jumps off of his head and then lands into a fire extinguisher that's directly next to Beta, which then explodes and showers him in fire extinguisher fluid. I don't know what the proper word is for fire extinguisher fluid on the inside. What is it called? It's not foam. Is it coolant? I don't know what to call it. And it showers Beta in fire extinguisher juices.
Poor Beta!
You okay, man? And then Trunks is walking away smiling as Beta just glares at him covered in fire extinguisher like fluid and stuff. Lunchtime, and everyone is inside the cafeteria right now. And as Trunks is getting food, Beta's doing everything he can to try and find out if Trunks has superpowers.
Can I get a jumbo portion, ma'am?
Everyone gets the same. No extra soup for you.
Ah, darn. And then Beta's behind him with some hot soup, and then he throws the soup over his shoulder. Trunks notices and then slightly moves to the side, allowing the soup that Beta just threw to fall into Trunks' bowl completely perfectly. Falls into his bowl perfectly.
Wow, for me? You're the best.
Don't mention it. I don't eat much.
You're such a sweetheart, Beta.
And Rula's just falling for him constantly.
He's not giving himself away. Finds another chance.
And then in math class, it cuts to Beta, who's just solving math equations. And Trunks is having a hard time keeping up with Beta.
Okay, time's up. Trunks, you didn't get a single one right. Beta was correct.
Darn it, I lost.
And then it cuts to Hedo, who's going,
yes! Pouring extra funds into his brain power really paid off.
Except math problems won't help us find the thief.
Fight you are. I just needed this small victory.
Then it cuts to after school, as Trunks and Mai are walking and Beta's constantly hiding.
He's gonna knock that stuff over. Give me a break. Even if I dodge, it'll still hit Mai.
Because Trunks can tell that Beta's hiding over there. And then as Beta's waiting for Trunks, he sees a baseball land near a pickup truck, a big pickup truck, and then he sees Goten just casually lift the pickup truck over his head in order to get the ball, and that surprises Beta. And then Goten picks up the ball, going, I got your ball over here.
What the? Whoa.
Yikes, I showed off my powers by mistake.
That idiot! He knows pulling stunts like that is off limits at school.
Oh, it's Goten.
Such power. That's our culprit without a doubt. Such power. That's our culprit without a doubt. I had to get his voice right because I forgot how to do it. It barely weighed anything at all. One of those light trucks, I guess. He's in my sights, Dr. Hedo. Great! Now transform and get that disc back! And then Beta pretty much rips off his school clothes and shows that he has like a super suit underneath. A super suit! Your boy Beta's got a super suit underneath. I found you at last, thief. That costume is so cringe. Are you a cosplayer or something?
God, is he really gonna start a fight right here?
Says Trunks as he's right next to Mai. And Mai,
That's obviously our classmate, Beta.
and then some other classmates are around.
Well, what's going on? Don't engage him here, Goten.
I am Beta number 1, Dr. Hedo's masterwork. Hedo? I've never heard of the guy. Mark my words, the entire world will come to know the doctor's name. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm kinda on my way home. You're not getting away! As Beta launches at Goten, and Goten dodges constantly. All of the punches that Beta tries to hit Goten with, Goten dodges all of them. Yikes! Hey, knock it off! And then Rula,
Ooh, are they putting on a hero show?
I said cut it out. School's not the place for this. Return the disc you stole from the good doctor.
Huh? What disc?
Don't play dumb!
He's way stronger than those other janky zombies. I don't want to transform at school, but now I've gotta. Sorry, Mai. I gotta go to the restroom before we head home. Mind holding my back for me?
Sure, go ahead.
And it cuts to Goten going up against Beta. As they leap throughout the school grounds. And Beta launches at him, with Goten thinking, this is bad. I can't keep playing around. Gotta fight back. And before Beta can hit Goten, Trunks in his Saiyaman outfit catches his fist. Saiyaman X1!
Isn't he the one
He's real! In the flesh this time! Goes Skale. Wait, who are you? He's the guy! I remember now! That Saiyaman X1's the fellow who beat us up!
It's him, Beta number 1. That's the real culprit.
So you're the criminal I'm after.
Beta number 1, was it? I don't know what you want, but I'm Saiyaman X1, and I won't only stand by while you attack a student.
There's another costume kid on the scene.
Yeah, must be a hero show or something.
Get to safety, brave student.
And it cuts to Trunks handing Goten his bracelet with his costume in it.
Psst, here's your transformation watch. They finished it this morning.
Thanks! As Beta rushes Goten and then lands a hit directly in his stomach. Where's the disc?
Oh, you're a tougher customer than those other zombies. However, you're no match for me!
And he casually throws Beta into the far-off football field on the other side of the campus, with Trunks closing in quickly and landing a massive
down cycle kick
onto Beta, causing him to fly further down the football field. The 30, the 40, the 50, the 60. Knocking him down the entire football field. Abir, good to see you.
They're on the field now. Let's head over.
You coming, Mai?
Sure. That Saiyaman X1 guy. I feel like I know him from somewhere.
And then it cuts to Dr. Hedo, who's watching the fight between Saiyaman X1 and Beta number 1.
Such strength! Saiyaman X1! And so amazingly awesome and cool! What a sharp costume, so stylish! And yet we cannot lose this battle. You know what to do, Beta number 1!
Roger that. And then Beta number 1 hits his belt, and then all of a sudden it explodes to have Beta number 1 inside of this big old mech on the football field.
Great. Now what? Goes Trunks.
None other than my battle jacket android, Beta number 2! As he pulls his hand back, and inside the mech's wrist is a giant rocket. Take this! As he shoots towards Trunks.
You idiot! Not near the school, man!
As Trunks holds on to the rocket and goes into the air as all the bystanders just watch. Like, this is how you get hurt. This is how you get hurt. Oh, the superheroes are fighting. Let's go to where they're fighting and watch. It's not like we could get hit by any stray bullets or blasts or attacks or anything. We need to be right there to see all this stuff happen. We'll be fine. That's exactly how casualties happen. But Trunks catches the missile and then throws it to the ocean. Well, I would say ocean that's nearby where the warehouse is that Dr. Hedo and the zombies are.
Huh? Where'd he toss it?
And the zombie that has like the football helmet, he sees the missile go past the warehouse and explode outside. Over there, Doctor! And it explodes and it shakes the entire warehouse that they're in.
Ah! He redirected it into the sea? What a fighter!
And it cuts to Trunks, who goes right back to Beta number 1 and starts beating up on his mech. And in the process, causes the mech to fall nearby Mai.
No, Mai!
Darn it!
And his bag falls open, and it shows the disc inside of the bag. Trunks, you absolute idiot. Why would you bring it to school? You can't check it at school. Why would you bring it to school? Just hide it at the house. Why would you bring it to school? I just realized that I didn't set my audio. I just realized that I didn't set my audio back to where it's supposed to be. My apologies. I forgot to set it back because I thought I was going to do a gaming stream, but my voice is right back to where it needs to be. Hopefully it doesn't throw people off. Sorry. But why would you bring the disc to school? Apologies for the delay. I know it seemed odd, like my face was doing something, but my mouth wasn't matching up to the audio itself. My bad. But why would you bring the disc to school with you? And Mai gets up and the disc slides out of Trunks' bag, and Beta notices it.
Hey, that's the stolen disc!
Goes Dr. Hedo, and Mai puts it back in her bag.
Grabs the girl! She must not get away!
And then Beta grabs her in the mech and holds on to her.
Hey!
Stop this, Beta number 1. And then from the backside of his mech, he shoots out countless rockets that goes towards Trunks. Well, actually, they go around Trunks, forcing him to have to focus on deflecting the missiles away from his fellow students.
Huh?
Are those flying this way?
Ah, crap.
And I wouldn't say he instant transmissions, but he shifts over to where the rockets are and he repels all of them. And as Beta number 1 continues to shoot missiles in the direction of Trunks, the upper torso section of the mech flies off, while the lower half continues to shoot missiles and has, eye stalks, mechanical eye stalks that pop out of the bottom.
Mai!
Beta number 2 has a mind of its own in its lower half. As as this is going on, someone comes in and punches beta number 2 directly. And it's Goten! I've got things handled here. You go save my
X2, thanks a bunch.
And then Beta looks back in shock as Hedo goes,
Wait, what's this? A second Saiyaman?
and then it cuts to Trunks who goes,
You can't escape me, beta number 1. Steam cleaner, high pressure.
and he builds up this massive ball in his hands that turns into this massive torrent of energy that just shoots off, and it hits Beta number 1's mech section, and it explodes, and it even blows apart his clothes, leaving only his tank top and boxers underneath, as Mai is, sent flying in the air. And as that happens, Mai opens her eyes, and as she looks up, she sees future Trunks. She sees future Trunks in our present day Trunks and goes,
Huh? Trunks?
and she's blushing.
Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm fine.
Phew, awesome. I'm off then.
And then it shows Trunks flying off from Mai, who's still blushing, as it cuts to Goten, who's fighting Beta number 2, the lower half of the mech. And he punches it, and it explodes. Cleanup complete! And then both of them smile, and they pose, and goes, Here to mop up evil!
Saiyaman X1
And X2!
the cleanup heroes.
And then it goes to the students who go, You guys rock!
Was this some kind of promo for the Clean God movie? Those were some high-quality stunts.
And as they're taking in all the praise, they fly off. With Skale going, Wow, the Saiyaman!
I'm a true believer in heroes.
And then Ruler goes,
They're alright, I guess. They're super corny, though.
and then it cuts to Trunks who goes up and goes,
Is everything okay, Mai? Were some superheroes on the scene? Man, sucks that I missed them.
and then Mai, still blushing, goes,
It's like some long-forgotten feeling just came back to me.
Huh? What do you mean?
Saiyaman X1 is actually impressive.
She still says with blush on her face.
Oh, you don't say? Well then, the man behind Saiyaman X1's mask is...
And then before Trunks could say anything, Goten comes up behind Trunks and grabs him and covers his mouth so he can't say anything else. I'm glad you're not hurt, Mai. Those two dudes are neat, huh?
What's wrong with you, Goten? You were about to reveal yourself with everyone listening,
goes Goten. And then Trunks notices that literally everyone was around him. And everyone is just looking at him kind of weird, as Mai is steadily looking upwards to where Saiyaman was.
Maybe I'll run into him again.
And then Trunks is upset that he doesn't get to reveal that he's Saiyaman to Mai, who's suddenly starting to get interested in Saiyaman. Then it cuts to the warehouse with Dr. Hedo. Sorry, I lost to him.
Indeed, this was a total failure. I've never seen such awesome hero costumes. Did you get their autographs?
No, I was fighting them.
Yes, of course. They're no more than wicked villains. No matter, at least we have our targets now. The disc must be retrieved at all costs. Understand?
Yep. Yes, sir, Dr. Hedo. Yep.
And now to begin work on the next androids. This time I'll make ones far stronger and cooler than those so-called heroes.
Heck yeah!
Wasn't Saiyaman X2's red cape just the coolest? Let's start from that.
Okay, sure. And that is the end of Chapter 89 of Dragon Ball Super. Thought I was tripping when my mouth wasn't synced. I refreshed thinking it was my device. No, it was me, because I set that whenever I do gaming streams, my voice doesn't sync up with what happens directly on screen. So I had to set a bit of a vocal delay to it, but I forgot to set that back when I saw that Dragon Ball Super's new chapter was out. So for like 20 minutes or so, my voice sounded like it was behind me. So it was like that. My voice sounded like that it wasn't, my voice sounded like it wouldn't catch up. Like, it was like that. So I set it back, so hopefully it doesn't throw people off too much. But we're back with Trunks and Goten. We got the name of the guy who's looking for this disc, Dr. Hedo, and who knows his affiliation or desire to look into this research by Dr. Giro. We don't know why he's looking into it, what the purpose is, but we're really focusing on Goten and Trunks right now. Who knows how long it's going to be before we get back to Goku and Vegeta. Remember, they have to train because they are fighting a Frieza who has a decade of experience on them. Let me tell you why when we get back to Goku and Vegeta is going to be monstrously significant. Because the way Frieza stands right now, he's able to contend with Goku and Vegeta in their strongest forms right now. Goku with his own variation of Ultra Instinct Sign, and then we got Vegeta with Ultra Ego, which have been their strongest forms to date, and Black Frieza pretty much one-shot the both of them instantly before either one of them can react. To show you how significant Frieza's power is, Ultra Instinct has been shown to allow Goku to dodge any attack just instinctively. Frieza is faster than Goku's Ultra Instinct. So, imagine how much stronger Goku and Vegeta have to be in order to surpass a being who is capable of surpassing the speed of Ultra Instinct itself. So that's going to be interesting. But for the time being, we're going to be focusing on Goten and Trunks. And it's nice to see Bulma again, but it's also nice to see Bra again, knowing that she's older, and she's also incredibly smart. I don't know how old Bra is right now, but she was smart enough to completely wipe out every virus that Trunks unintentionally put on his mother's computer, trying to get into the information that's on Dr. Giro's disk, which has the blueprints for Cell. So let's not override that. On that disk is the blueprints to create Cell. The Cell that we know. The one that causes the events of Trunks' future the first time. The blueprints of Cell is on that disk. We don't know the reason why Dr. Hedo wants these blueprints so bad. But if Cell gets born again, if he gets created again, that's a bad situation. So I don't know. But now we have Mai attending the school of Goten and Trunks. And now, after being saved by Saiyaman X1, Mai has a bit of a fascination with Saiyaman. Much to Trunks' chagrin, since he wants to tell Mai who he is, but, you know, he kind of lacks the tact of, you know, a secret identity and whatnot. And Goten is more conscientious of that. So it's nice that he has the more sensibility to be like, hey, if you're trying to be a superhero, you can't let everyone know around your whole school just because you want to tell Mai. So Trunks, he's kind of dense in regards to that a little bit. He has that sort of like, hey, I want to tell this person who I am. But he doesn't. He's a think first. He's a do first, think later type of individual. But like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see where the story of Dragon Ball Super goes from here. The first chapter of Dragon Ball Super in the year 2023, and already it's setting some very interesting precedents. But that's where I'm gonna draw it to a close here because I gotta prepare for my stream in like, I want to say 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. So, not much else I can say to this chapter other than I enjoyed it. And I also like doing the voices here as well. Once again, apologies for my voice being delayed because I forgot to put the settings back. But I hope you all enjoyed my reactions to Dragon Ball Super today. All I can say to everyone here is Dragon Ball Super has begun, and there's so many things to think about concerning not only Goten and Trunks, but also the future of Goku and Vegeta, and, you know, the rest of Dragon Ball Super in general. But we'll just have to see as the months go on. So all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. and maybe even consider becoming a member because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.